So you're finalizing your travel plans for the United States. Well, there's one destination that usually, it just stands completely apart. It's not just a beautiful view. It is a geological diary, written in stone. A place where the scale of time is just massive and overwhelming.
We are talking, of course, about the Grand Canyon. It's a certified UNESCO World Heritage Site, a true global icon, and honestly, standing at the rim, the sheer magnitude of it is humbling.
I can only imagine.
This chasm stretches 277 miles, that's 447 kilometers long, and plunges well over a mile deep in some spots. You really have to see it to believe it.
And that's our mission today. We want to give you, the foreign tourist planning this incredible U.S. journey, the ultimate deep dive. We're going to give you the shortcut to being prepared.
Right.
We'll navigate the logistics, compare the 3 very different ways you can experience the canyon, help you manage your budget, and most importantly, make sure you understand the safety challenges of this place.
And setting the stage is vital here. The Grand Canyon National Park is entirely within the state of Arizona, but it's so much more than rock. Visitors have to remember the immense cultural significance.
Okay.
This land is the ancestral homeland of 11 present-day tribal communities. So you're not just visiting a park, you're walking on sacred ground with thousands of years of human history.
Okay, let's unpack the first crucial steps then. When to go, how to get in, and how to save a little money. We want to maximize the awe and, minimize the wait times.
Absolutely. So if you're trying to find that perfect balance of pleasant weather and fewer crowds, the answer is always the shoulder seasons.
Bring it, fall.
Exactly. Aim for March to May or September through November. The weather is generally beautiful and the massive summer crowds haven't peaked yet.
So when exactly is that peak, the time we're trying to dodge?
It gets intense during spring break, but especially from late May all the way through early September. That's when the heat is highest and the lines are, they're the longest.
Okay, so any tips for avoiding that?
Yes, a critical practical tip. If you have to visit during that high season, make sure you arrive at any of the entrance stations either before 10 a.m. or after 2 p.m.
So avoid the midday rush.
Absolutely. Showing up in the middle of the day means you will face the longest possible wait times just to get inside the park.
Let's talk about the inevitable question of cost, because you need an entrance pass to get in.
Right. The standard admission gets you a 7-day pass, which is great. It covers your entrance to both the south and the north rims.
And what does that run?
It's $35 per regular car. And that admits all your passengers, up to a 15-person van. For 7 days of access, that's really excellent value.
But if you're planning that bigger U.S. road trip, the one where you're going to hit Zion, maybe Yosemite or other national parks, here's the budget tip that saves more than just money.
Oh, this is the best one.
You want to invest in the $80 America, the Beautiful Pass. It's the interagency annual pass.
It grants you unlimited entry to over 2,000 federal recreation areas for a whole year. I mean, it pays for itself after just 3 park visits.
But the real value isn't just the money, is it?
No, not at all. It's the convenience. Instead of waiting in line at every single park entrance to pay the fee, you just flash the pass and drive right through. Bypassing that congestion is worth way more than $80.
That's a huge insight. Now, a really critical payment detail for international travelers. The Grand Canyon entrance stations only accept credit or debit cards.
That's right. They do not accept cash at the 3 main park gates.
At all?
Not at all. If cash is your only option, you have to buy your pass in advance. You can do that in the nearby town of Tusayan, at places like the IMAX Visitor Center or the Red Feather Lodge. It's a small detail that can really derail your day if you don't know about it.
And the big question for so many U.S. destinations right now, do I need a reservation just to drive in?
Currently, no. No reservation or timed entry is needed just to enter the national park itself. However, and this is a massive asterisk,
if you want to stay overnight, whether that's in a historic lodge or a campground, reservations are not just encouraged, they are absolutely essential.
I've heard those coveted spots, like the El Tovar Hotel or the North Rim Campground, they book out months, maybe even a year in advance.
That's absolutely true. You need to do your homework and secure that lodging before you even book your flight. Otherwise, you'll be staying outside the park.
Which brings us perfectly to the core choice you have to make. Comparing the 3 distinct Grand Canyon experiences. They each have a totally different personality.
Yeah, you've got the South Rim, the North Rim, and the West Rim.
Let's start with the classic, the one everyone pictures. the South Rim.
Right. This is the heart of the Grand Canyon National Park experience. It draws about 90% of all visitors, and for very good reason. It's the default choice.
It's the most accessible, it's open all year round, and it has the most infrastructure. All the visitor services, historic lodges, and a free shuttle system that lets you park your car and just forget about it. And the viewpoints are unforgettable. If you're chasing that perfect photo, Mather Point is widely considered the best spot for sunrise.
And for sunset.
Hopi Point, it's legendary for sunsets.
You know, when you're there, the whole village area feels so architecturally cohesive.
Yeah.
That's not an accident, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
That distinctive look is thanks to an architect named Mary Coulter. She designed key buildings like the Desert View Watchtower and the Hopi House.
Right.
Her style is known as National Park Service rustic buildings, designed to blend in with the landscape using local stone and timber. It gives the South Rim Village a real sense of place.
A quick transportation note for the South Rim. You can drive the eastern 25 miles of Desert View Drive year-round, but the western drive to Hermit's Rest is restricted to the free shuttle from March to December.
Good point. You have to plan for that if you want to see the sunsets at Hopi Point.
Okay, now let's shift gears dramatically. Let's talk about the North Rim.
If you're looking for solitude and a more rugged, forested experience, this is your spot. It's much quieter, and it's at a much higher elevation, over 8,000 feet, so it gives you a totally different perspective.
And that higher elevation is why it's so seasonal, right? It gets a ton of snow.
A ton. It's generally only open from May 15th through October 15th. But the reward is spectacular views from places like Bright Angel Point and Cape Royal, which has that amazing view of Wotan's Throne. It feels like a different canyon.
So let's move far west to the third major viewpoint, the West Rim. This is where we shift from preservation to thrills.
Exactly. This is the Grand Canyon's high-octane adventure zone. And crucially, the West Rim is not part of the national park system. It's managed by the Hualapai tribe.
And it's the closest one if you're driving from Las Vegas, right?
That's right, about a 4-hour drive.
The centerpiece here is the famous Grand Canyon Skywalk, 4,000 feet above the canyon floor. That is genuinely terrifying to me.
It is the ultimate test for vertigo. It's a horseshoe-shaped glass bridge that sticks 70 feet out over the rim. But here's a critical detail for visitors weighing the high cost. No personal phones or cameras are allowed on the skywalk itself.
Wait, what? No personal photos at all?
None. You have to use their professional photography service.
That fundamentally changes the experience. Yeah. For a tourist on a budget, is that really worth it compared to the, free views at Mather Point?
That is the perfect question to ask. The value is purely in the adrenaline and that unique perspective. You're paying for the commercial thrill.
Okay, to wrap up, let's share a quiet tippa, a hidden gem for a special, uncrowded experience.
We recommend Shoshone Point. It's a local favorite, quiet, perfect for a sunset picnic, and often overlooked. It requires a bit of a walk to get there, but the solitude is your reward.
Also, make sure you use the Desert View Drive along the eastern part of the South Rim. Since it's further from the main village, the viewpoints there are consistently less crowded, ideal for photography.
So whether you choose the convenience and history of the South Rim, the quiet challenge of the North Rim when it reopens, or the high adrenaline thrills of the West Rim, you are confronting a true geological masterpiece.
The Grand Canyon is so much more than a vista. It's a spiritual homeland, a monument to deep time, and a force of nature that just forces you to reflect on your own place in the world.
And we'll leave you with the powerful words of President Theodore Roosevelt, who fought so hard to preserve this land. You cannot improve on it, but you can keep it for your children.
Given that the canyon's creation took unimaginable spans of time, and the effort that goes into preservation today, we'll ask you, what small contribution could you make through responsible tourism, supporting local tribal communities, or just leaving no trace to ensure this wonder is preserved for the next generation so that every visitor truly leaves as a park champion?